Dig a little bit deeper on the Brian Williams part of this, because, I mean, think about this for a second. This is really an extraordinary situation. The nation's top TV news anchor sidelined, and now some of his past claims are getting a lot of scrutiny, including one about his time with SEAL Team 6. Here's what he has said in the past. This is once on NBC and once on Letterman.
About 6 weeks after the bin Laden raid, I got a white envelope, and in it was a thank you note, unsigned, and attached to it was a piece of the fuselage from the blown-up Black Hawk in that courtyard. And I don't know how many pieces survived.
Wow.
But
sent to you by one of the...
Yeah, one of my friends.
Williams also said that he promised at the time he would never speak of what he saw on that aircraft, what they were carrying, and who they were after. Now, there's been no definitive proof one way or another about those specific claims by Brian Williams, but they're raising a lot of eyebrows in the SEAL Team 6 community, and NBC is not commenting. Don Mann is a former member of SEAL Team 6, and he's with me now from Miami. Sir, thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
You've spoken with some other SEALs as well. What do they say? What do they tell you about the possibility that what Brian Williams has been saying is true?
Well, by all accounts, from any SEAL Team 6 member, anybody in a Tier 1 Spec Ops community, it's unheard of. What Brian Williams is saying, none of it can be true. For a reporter to be embedded with SEAL Team 6 or any Tier 1 unit, that just doesn't happen. The objectives of SEAL Team or SEAL Team 6 or any Tier 1 unit is to conceal our faces, the Team 1 faces, the Tier 1 faces, their identities, the tactics, the techniques, the procedures, the equipment they use. The last thing in the world we would want is have a reporter sitting in a helicopter embedded with one of these units.
I wonder, did you ever notice him saying this stuff at the time? Because it's sort of been hidden in plain sight, these allegations. Did you notice him at the time saying this stuff?
No, I have never heard of any reports at all or any accounts of Brian Williams or any reporter being with SEAL Team 6.
And now that we have seen all these sound bites, and now that we've seen that they can't be backed up, what would you like to hear from NBC? Because they're not letting Brian Williams really comment on these issues.
Well, you know, Brian Williams can actually show that piece of the fuselage. He can show that piece of the tail of that stealth helicopter. He can bring it on the air, and that would clear it up.
Yeah. Well, you said you mentioned that. Do you mind if I just play a little bit of sound from him? Let me play a little bit of sound from him, because this is about the souvenirs issue. Oh, actually, I guess we don't have it. But you know, what you're describing is this other allegation from him that he was given as a souvenir part of the fuselage of the helicopter that crashed on the night that bin Laden was assassinated. Tell me about what, how could that be true? Let's give him the benefit of the doubt here. How could that be true?
Okay, the SEALs went into Abbottabad. They attacked the compound. They got bin Laden. They got his bodyguards. They got his son. They collected all this intelligence, hard drives, computer information, a lot of documents. They ran out. The helicopter that was in the courtyard, they put a thermite grenade in it to destroy it so people can't get a hold of that technology, that stealth technology. And then, in the midst of all that, a SEAL would have to grab a piece of that tail, bring it back with him, and give it as a gift. There's no way in the world that would happen. It would be criminal.
Wow. It's so striking to hear you say that, because here he was making these claims repeatedly, and no one really pointed it out at the time.
No, there are accounts of SEALs and other units like SEAL teams giving gifts, war mementos, to presidents or CIA directors, but never to a reporter. A reporter's objective is in contrast to the military. The military has to conceal all of this. A reporter wants to expose everything that we're trying to conceal. The story doesn't match up.